Today, Batman turns 80 years old this month, which explains his new arch-nemesis, Jamaican Nurse. Wildlife officials in Tennessee have captured a 500-pound black bear living on a college campus. A black bear that, let's face it, took the spot of more deserving white and Asian bears. Biden chose Jackson after interviewing 3 finalists this week. Weird, I thought interviewing black candidates was just for show, said the NFL. Researchers are developing a method to transmit smells through texts. So yes, there is a way dick pics can get worse. Capturing Chernobyl is like landing an audition for Harvey Weinstein now. In clown news, clowns in Arizona are rallying in support of their profession by organizing a Clown Lives Matter rally. Because nothing reassures people like an angry mob of clowns. Even worse, the clowns are inviting children to the rally, which takes place deep in the woods. The world's heaviest woman died this week. The world's heaviest woman was best known for her catchphrase, "Stop calling me that." The house where Lizzie Borden murdered her parents has been sold for $2 million and will be turned into a bed and breakfast. Though a bed and breakfast where a murder happened is pretty much just a day's in. It was announced that for the first time ever, Disney parks will feature black Santa Clauses, unfortunately as part of the Villains Parade. Recent polls show that Pete Buttigieg has only 4% support among African Americans, but that'll change once Pete announces his running mate, the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Florida police discovered a meth lab on the 15th floor of a luxury condo building, which in Florida is something they list in the brochure. A student at the University of South Carolina was arrested after she poisoned her roommate's food with cleaning fluid. Said her roommates, "Oh, so you do know where the cleaning supplies are." It was reported that federal authorities investigating the sex trafficking accusations against Matt Gaetz have secured the cooperation of his ex-girlfriend, but not until after her prom. Dick's Sporting Goods is opening a new experiential store with a rock climbing wall, sports fields, and an indoor wellness space. Unfortunately, they're calling it Hands-on Dicks. A TikTok went viral of a squirrel that appeared to be holding hands with a woman. See, it's like Che always says, gay marriage is a slippery slope. It was reported that Buckingham Palace staff have been mocking Prince Andrew with a nursery rhyme. Said Prince Andrew, "Ooh, nursery." Oh, Colin. A group of astronomers have calculated the distance to a galaxy as more than 13 billion light years away, which is the most distant galaxy ever measured. It's so distant, the astronomers have given it the nickname Dad. The Wall Street Journal published an op-ed suggesting that Dr. Jill Biden stop using the title doctor because she has a PhD and is not a medical doctor, though she has at times functioned as a nurse.
The holiday.
Our top story tonight, like it's been for as long as I can remember, infrastructure. Last night, the House passed President Biden's $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, which should be enough to clean as many as 2 of LaGuardia's bathrooms. A 20-year-old woman in Bangladesh with 2 uteruses gave birth to twins 26 days after giving birth to her first child. This according to her vagina's suicide note. Dunkin' Donuts is saying that its customer rewards program may have been hacked because America runs on Dunkin', but Dunkin' runs on Windows 98. Startup airline Boom Supersonic is hoping to eventually fly passengers anywhere in the world in 4 hours or less for just $100. So get ready to fly fast and cheap on the only airline named after the sound of an explosion. Las Vegas airport has set up new receptacles that will allow visitors to dispose of their legal marijuana before boarding a plane. The receptacles look like this.
Is it set in stone? Just know I never wanted you to go. There's no place like home. If you wanna try, then let me know. Cause I've been facing the memories we create.
It was announced that Pope Francis will visit New York City in September and hold a mass in Madison Square Garden, because the Pope always tries to go where people are suffering the most. Matt Gaetz said his office would be open to hiring Kyle Rittenhouse as a congressional intern, because Gaetz has always loved teenagers who are willing to do terrible things. Ooh. Mattel is releasing a Helen Keller Barbie doll. Just remember not to let her drive the Barbie Corvette. A professional golfer in Florida was arrested after he tried to meet a 15-year-old girl he met online who turned out to be a detective. Said the golfer, "Mulligan?"
Come on, man.
Sadly, there's more. For those of you wondering, in golf terms, a 15-year-old is 3 under par.
A Colorado woman who posts on OnlyFans said that praying before sex with her husband allows her to experience a threesome with God. A threesome that doesn't end until thy kingdom comes.
A couple in Maryland were arrested after they were discovered having sex in their car while 2 kids were in the back seat. Worse, the kids kept asking, "Are you there yet?" Bishops, Pope Francis suggested that the Vatican may consider dropping celibacy requirements for some priests. Then he rushed back to the mic to add, "with adult women." The International Handball Federation's agreed to allow female players to wear bike shorts instead of bikini bottoms, but they're still insisting that refs use this whistle. President Obama this week criticized the spread of fake news on social media, but can we really trust a guy who's also a secret gay alien? Former President Obama was in Florida Thursday preaching a message of hope and unity. Okay, but did he know that he was speaking in Florida? In Florida, hope is just the name of a stripper who took bath salts and bit off her neighbor's face. A video has also gone viral of President Biden finishing a speech in North Carolina, then apparently turning to shake hands with an invisible person. Hey, her name is Kamala. Louisiana police arrested a man for shooting his 18-year-old son during an argument over orange juice. It's considered the second worst crime that OJ is responsible for. Cambridge University in England's released a new calendar featuring student athletes naked. Unfortunately, they're all from the Quidditch team.
It's nice.